Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Femi Michael, a graduate of statistics in Abia State Polytechnic, is one out of many Nigerians who have scouted for job for many years after graduation. He narrated his ordeal for 2 to 3 years searching for a job and how he almost committed suicide when he took a loan for a business that was raised by fire.
We're in a country where almost everything is very difficult to get. I could remember vividly there was a day I wasn't having money on me, and then because I wasn't gainfully employed, and I wrote a deck of application letters trying to distribute. So I went out submitting application from one company to the other, one office to another, and eventually I discovered that I've gone too far. Yeah, from Ojudubega to Ikeja to Ogba, and I was so tired. So I needed to come back home since I stay around Ojudu, but the strength was exhausted, so I was very tired, and then I had to approach someone in his shop for first. First thing first, I told him I needed water, and he saw the look on my face, and I was like, "Ah, okay." He went in, got me water to drink. I drank and I sat down to relax. Long story short, he happened to be the person that gave me the money for my transportation back home. So at that point, it dawned on me like, no, guy, you can't continue like this. Like I said, at the time, I even contemplated suicide because when I ventured into a business, I lost money. It was like everything was gone. Yeah, like the Balogun market, which I ventured into, fabrics business. It wasn't up to 2 months I started that business in collaboration with a friend. The fire raised down the whole place and we didn't even come out with a pin. So I loaned money. I took a loan from several places, and the pressure on me was so much. I felt like, how more? Like I say, you go end them, the embarrassment, the stress. But we thank God we're here today. Yeah, we didn't give up.
While advising the young people to think of an escape route in the midst of the unemployment crisis, he pointed out that the problem is not only with the leaders, but with the minds of the most Nigerians.
Talking about those in power, no matter how much advice I dish out here, I'm sure they have heard more and more. I don't think there's any of them that can have a repentant heart because their mind is made up. We all know they are selfish and self-centered. And it is not just because of, this is not limited to those up there alone. An average Nigerian is selfish. An average Nigerian is self-centered. So if we're looking at tackling our problems, we shouldn't be looking at it like it is very far from us. Like these are the people up there who are doing this, who are doing that. No, let's look within, around us. How do we attend to issues? How do we even treat ourselves to start with? Basically, a typical Nigerian wants to do business with you. What they have in mind, or primarily in their mind, is I want to benefit from this person. Or let me use the general word. A typical person wants to cheat you. So this is just my advice. Wherever you are, whatever it is you're facing, you are jobless, you haven't been employed, you are not gainfully employed, look for something you can do. Anything at all. It might look stupid, but you discover that over time, people will get used to it. And before you know it, it will fetch you money.